I'm Teddy. We're going to teach you today how to use a walker for a patient with a left hip fracture. So first of all, the rationale behind using a walker. She has a left hip fracture, so she's going to be weight bearing as tolerated, which means she's going to need a modified 3-point gait pattern. Modified 3-point gait pattern can be used with crutches or with a walker. Since she is a little bit older, it's just going to be a little more stable and a little easier for her to get around using a walker than using crutches. So very first thing, we're going to demonstrate how to get up out of a wheelchair and do a sit-to-stand transfer using a walker. So first, we're going to get our gait belt on our patient. Forward. Okay, so first we go through the teeth. Go through the teeth first, and then through this side. And we can take up all of our slack. You want it nice and tight but not uncomfortable. You just want to be able to keep a good hand on them. And then you can take and tuck the rest right around here. Okay, and then the next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to make sure your brakes are locked on the wheelchair, just for safety so it doesn't go rolling away. And you're going to want to make sure you get your foot plates out of the way. Okay, and then I have an aide with me today, and I'm just going to have her hold the wheelchair just for support and just to make sure it doesn't roll away. And then you're going to want to position the walker in front of your patient. You're going to stand on the involved side, so I'm on her left side. You're going to have her scoot to the front edge of the wheelchair. You're going to get her gait belt. You want to make sure that she pushes up with both hands through the wheelchair, not on the walker because it might roll away on her. So you're going to want to make sure she's holding onto that wheelchair, which is stable, and pushes up through that. We're going to have her rock forward onto her non-affected leg, onto her right leg. So okay. And once you're up, to fit a patient in a walker, you want to make sure that they're in about 20 to 30 degrees of elbow flexion. That's a good fit. You don't want it to be too low for them. You don't want it to be too high for them. You want it to be about 20 to 30 degrees of elbow flexion. Another way you can do it is to see that the handle is about at the wrist crease, or the ulnar styloid process. That's another way to fit a walker. And then to instruct her on how to do a modified 3-point gait pattern, she's going to move the walker first, and then her involved leg, and then her uninvolved leg. So it's going to be walker, left, right, walker, left, right. And that's going to be how she walks in the modified 3. And then just to show you how to sit back down in the walker, sit back down to the wheelchair. You're going to have her back up until her knees are just touching the wheelchair, and then it's just going to be a reverse of how she got up. You want her to put her hands back onto the armrests of the wheelchair themselves. You want her to let go of her walker, and then control herself all the way down. You don't want her to plop or fall. You want her to control herself down. Then you get the walker out of the way, and then get your footrest back in place. To adjust the walker, if it was too tall or too short, you'd just simply push in on these and move it up or down until it locks in place. And you'd want to adjust it until it's ready for her to use. And then also to fold the walker, you just simply push in here, fold it in, and it'll lock into place. Push on the other side, and it's folded, ready to go. And then you can even just roll it. And then when you bring it back out, you just want to make sure that it locks into place so it's steady. And that's how to use a walker.